Sometimes the world will try to convince you that you're not enough, that your dreams are too big, your path too uncertain, your voice too quiet. But deep inside you, there's a fire. It flickers with hope, with strength, with the silent promise that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. And maybe life hasn't been fair. Maybe it knocked on your door with pain before it ever whispered joy. But even in that pain, even in the moments when everything felt broken, you kept going. You didn't give up. Do you know what truly changes a life? It's not luck. It's not some grand miracle. It's something small. Something so simple yet so powerful. A daily habit. A choice you make every single day to show up, to grow, to believe. This is where success begins. Not in perfection, but in the courage to try. Again and again. Let's talk about the one habit that has the power to reshape your destiny. Consistency over intensity. Start your day with gratitude. Commit to small positive actions daily. Turn pain into purpose. Believe in your worth every single day. Consistency over intensity. It's a truth most people overlook. We often chase grand gestures, sudden transformations, or massive achievements overnight. But the real game changer, the real shift happens when we choose to show up every single day. Even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, even when the progress feels invisible. We live in a world obsessed with quick results. We want instant change, instant validation, instant success. And in the process, we forget the quiet power of repetition. Think about it. A raindrop so small and gentle can carve through rock, not by force, but by falling again and again. That's what consistency does. It creates transformation not through intensity, but through quiet persistence. It's easy to give your all for a day. It's easy to stay motivated when the energy is high, when things are new, when excitement drives you. But what happens when the excitement fades? What happens when no one claps, when there's no spotlight, when you're tired, and the results still haven't arrived? That's where consistency becomes your strength. That's when showing up, simply because you made a promise to yourself, becomes a victory. This is where true success begins, not in loud moments of glory, but in the soft, silent decision to keep going. To wake up and take that small step forward. To do it even when you don't feel like it. Because the truth is, feelings are temporary, but habits are powerful. When you build the habit of consistency, you are telling yourself, I may not control the outcome, but I will control my effort. And consistency doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean never falling. It means getting back up, again and again. It means choosing progress over excuses. It means embracing the journey, not just the destination. You don't need to take giant leaps every day. You just need to move, even if it's just an inch. Even if all you can manage is a single breath of strength, that's enough, as long as you keep breathing. Small actions, repeated daily, create the foundation of greatness. A writer becomes an author by writing one word, one paragraph, one page at a time. A musician masters their craft by playing the same notes again and again. A healthy life is built not in a single workout, but in showing up every day, moving your body, honoring it with patience and care. When you choose consistency, you're choosing discipline over drama, commitment over comfort, and growth over giving up. It's not about intensity. It's about showing up for yourself in quiet, steady ways that no one else may ever see. But you will feel it. You will know. Because each time you keep your promise to yourself, you build trust. And when you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Start your day with gratitude. Not because everything is perfect, but because you're choosing to see the beauty even in the midst of imperfection. There is something sacred about the first few moments after you wake up. Before the noise of the world creeps in, before the doubts start whispering, before the rush begins, that's when you have the power to set the tone for your entire day. And what better way to begin than with a heart that says, a thank you. Gratitude is not about ignoring your pain or pretending that life is always kind. It's about shifting your focus. It's about choosing to notice what still remains, not what's missing. It's about waking up and realizing that if your eyes are open, your heart is still beating, and breath fills your lungs, then you've already been given another chance. A chance to grow, to learn, to begin again. Most of us wake up and immediately reach for our phones, scrolling through endless headlines, comparisons, and notifications. But what if, instead, we reached inward? What if we began our mornings by acknowledging one thing we're grateful for? Even if it's as simple as the warmth of a blanket, the sound of birds, or the ability to feel the morning sun on our skin. These small recognitions are not small at all, they are reminders. Reminders that even in chaos, beauty exists. Even in loss, something remains. Even in the heaviness of life, there is still light to hold on to. Gratitude changes your perspective. When you begin your day from a place of appreciation, you're not just listing things you're thankful for, you're teaching your mind to seek the good. And once you train your mind to find the light, it becomes harder for the darkness to consume you. Gratitude is not passive, it is an act of courage. It is an act of courage. It is choosing to smile at life even when life has not smiled at you. And it doesn't need to be dramatic or poetic. You don't need to journal for hours or craft perfect affirmations. Gratitude can be quiet. A simple whisper to yourself, a soft acknowledgement. A moment where you place your hand over your heart and say, I'm thankful I made it through yesterday. I'm thankful for one more try today. That one moment can shift your entire emotional frequency. The more you practice gratitude, the more you begin to realize how much you already have. And when you recognize what you have, what you lack starts to matter less. That's the magic, not in gaining more, but in fully seeing what's already there. When you're grateful, even the simplest things feel like blessings. A kind word, a deep breath, a lesson learned. And suddenly, life doesn't feel like something happening to you. It feels like something you're choosing to embrace. Starting your day with gratitude is like watering the soil of your soul. It nourishes your mindset, strengthens your spirit. It doesn't erase the challenges ahead, but it arms you with a softer, stronger heart to face them. Gratitude makes space for joy to enter, for peace to grow, for hope to return. Commit to small, positive actions daily, because change doesn't come all at once. It comes quietly, gently, through the choices you make when no one is watching. It's not about grand gestures or perfect days. It's about the little things you choose to do with love, with effort, with intention. It's the decision to become someone better. Not someday, but today, even if it's just by 1%. Life often feels overwhelming when we think about how far we have to go. We look at the mountain ahead and wonder how we'll ever climb it. But no mountain is conquered in a single step. It's climbed slowly, one step at a time, with patience, with perseverance, and with heart. That's what small, positive actions are. The steps that slowly lead us to our highest self. You don't have to change your entire life in a day. But you can drink one more glass of water. You can take a 10-minute walk. You can pause and breathe when your mind feels heavy. You can choose kind words instead of harsh ones. You can read one page of a book that inspires you. You can write down one thought that gives you hope. These actions may feel small, but they hold power. The power to shift your mood, your energy, your direction. The truth is, small actions build momentum. They train your brain to believe that you are capable of creating change. They turn someday into today. Each time you follow through on a positive habit, no matter how minor it seems, you prove to yourself that you're not stuck. That you're moving, even if it's slow. And slow is still progress. The beauty of small actions is that they are manageable. They're not intimidating. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need extra time. You just need willingness. The willingness to choose growth over comfort, action over avoidance, faith over fear. These tiny decisions add up, not overnight, but over time. And time rewards consistency, not perfection. It's not the once-in-a-while effort that defines you. It's the daily commitment, the choice to rise and try again, the decision to not let yesterday's mistakes stop today's progress. When you string together these small actions, day after day, they begin to transform your identity. You stop saying, I wish I was disciplined, and start living as someone who honors their routines. You stop saying, I want to be better, and start becoming better through quiet effort. And you will have days when the energy is low, when motivation disappears, when your mind says, oh, what's the point? But this is exactly where the magic of small actions lives, in the decision to show up anyway, in the willingness to keep planting seeds even when you can't yet see the bloom. The results may take time, but the change within you begins the moment you commit. You are not too late. Not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. You are simply one small action away from starting again. And each day gives you that chance to turn pain into purpose. Not because the pain disappears, but because you choose to let it shape you instead of shatter you. Life will break you open in ways you never imagined. It will take things from you without asking. It will test your strength, your faith, and your will to move forward. But within every wound lies a story. And within that story, there is the possibility of transformation. Pain is not weakness. Pain is proof that you felt deeply, that you lived fully, that something mattered enough to hurt. It's a teacher, not a punishment. It teaches you about resilience, about empathy, about the power of rising after falling. And when you stop running from it, when you sit with it, listen to it, understand it, pain begins to reveal its hidden gift, the opportunity to grow, to evolve, to become someone new. Everyone carries invisible scars. Everyone has chapters they don't talk about. But those very chapters are often the ones that shape your heart, that sharpen your vision, that awaken the strength you didn't know you had. The world may not see what you've endured. They may not understand the weight you've carried in silence, but you lived it, you survived it. And because of that, you now hold a kind of wisdom that can't be taught, only earned. Turning pain into purpose is a conscious choice. It's not about forgetting what hurt you, it's about using it. It's about looking at your scars and saying, I've been there, and now I can help someone else through it. It's about turning your wounds into bridges, your battles into testimonies, your tears into strength that can guide others who are lost. Pain, when redirected with love and courage, becomes the fuel that lights the path forward, not just for you, but for those who walk beside you. Purpose doesn't always come wrapped in joy. Sometimes it's born in the darkest moments, in hospital rooms, in quiet breakdowns, in grief, in silence. But those moments carry the seeds of something powerful. They teach you what truly matters. They strip away the noise. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are.